Oh, before we go
Yeah.
on the record, is this video for use or is this just to record my remark to you?
It's for you, so we're gonna.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll be a little more formal than before.
You laid back. Okay, 1, 2. Herb, there are a lot of risk frameworks out there. Why has security not adopted one of them?
Well, that's a pretty good question. It's not a question of one framework, it's a question of which one to adopt. There's a wide variety of frameworks, and I think the real challenge that we have is each organization has to pick the one that can add value to it. Unless, of course, it's been trumped by some form of law or regulation that requires that they adopt a framework. I think, as an example, we could talk about the payment card industry digital security standard, PCI-DSS.
Right.
If you want to handle credit card transactions, you have to conform to that framework. So maybe that is the one that everybody has to follow, but it's inadequate for the full range of effect that companies want to have when they use a framework. So each framework that's out there today, you can take your pick, ranging from the ISO IEC 27000 series to the various risk management frameworks, to those companies that prefer to use the Department of Commerce kind of standards. You have to pick the one that adds value to your company. Barring some legal manifestation or requirement that you perform, most organizations aren't willing to invest the effort it takes to pick one to standardize. And probably that's a good choice, because if you make a huge investment to the expense of your core business objectives, your risk management priorities, you're probably going to hurt yourself by spending effort on a framework if it doesn't really apply to you.
Now, what about segueing into in the environment you're in? In the higher education, in the university and college vertical market. How does that apply to to the environment you're in?
Well, every industry has its own set of challenges. I mean, we have FERPA. If we deal with grants and federal agencies, we're talking about FSMA. If we have statewide requirements that might point to or adopt different laws or different frameworks as guidance, we have to conform to those. The coercion to any organization, including an academic organization, a business organization, the coercion that's placed on you to conform to a framework is going to vary based on your industry segment, based on your line of business, based on the size of your organization. There's so many factors that it becomes almost impossible to predict which framework would work best in every setting or any setting. So it's incumbent on us, I think, to make sure we understand the frameworks that are in the environment where we operate, and then adopt those that add value to our process. Of course, those that we're required to conform to, we have to. But barring a requirement, I think we have to pick and choose carefully to look for frameworks that inform our process, as opposed to those that waste our attention, or even worse, waste our scarce resources, taking us in directions that don't add any value.
Excellent. Very good.
Thank you.
All right.